Hello, traders. Okay, so we're about 5 minutes till 10, and I've looked at my charts, and I'm feeling pretty good about this Baidu trade. The market's up today, so I want to do a counter trend trade on it. So I want to go short. Baidu has been on a big tear over the last few weeks. So you'll see if you look at the chart that the stock has been decidedly up, and we want to fade this into this red market, what I call a red market. So I want to short 1,000 shares of Baidu, and this pretty big candle right here looks like it's going to be, the top of it looks like it's going to be resistance. So all right, we're in. So short 1,000 Baidu here at 152.81, and I love it when it turns green right after you trade it. So we've already started out pretty well. Now we're going to look for a spot to add, and that's going to be based on how it handles this little resistance level here. So just see kind of what it does. I think it wants to go down below 152 because it was there 8 minutes ago, and that wasn't a huge volume candle 8 minutes ago. Okay, so we're moving in the right direction. We've got the overhanging cliff building on the right there. So starting to look over that cliff, and if you look over too far, eventually you want to fall down. There's another couple of trades, although there's not much volume on the stock. I think I want to add to this position. We always want to add when we're doing well. We don't want to average down when we're not doing well, if we can help it. So let's look at adding another 600 shares of this position. Okay. All right. So now we're short the 1,600 shares at 152.57. And again, it's nice and green, so hopefully it continues this little overhanging cliff pattern. Continues to build down, lower lows and lower highs. Okay, up $800 now. And going for that $1,000 mark if we can. So I think it might be going to that candle there, and if it breaks through that candle, I think it goes even lower. We may not wait around to see that. Okay. Again, it's a little hard to predict because there's no volume today. It's just kind of lousy. But it's not breaking above that high candle. It's kind of trying to go lower, even though it's bouncing a little bit here on the 1-minute chart. Still got that overhanging cliff, which is nice. Oh. Moving a little bit. All right, let's wait around here and see what it does. Not a lot of volume today. Otherwise, I think I'd add even more to the position. But a little bit of volume could sway it either way. So we'll just kind of hang here with the 1,600 shares. I might add if it starts to really pop down. But I think that a few thousand shares can move it either way pretty quickly. I'm not sure I want to be that extended where I have 2,000 shares short of Baidu. 1,600 is enough probably here. And if you notice, it keeps banging into that little red line there. That moving average is becoming resistance. As soon as I say that, of course, it goes above it. Might have wanted to take that $800 while I had the chance, huh? Still confirmed there on my TC2000 system with my other indicators. I'll always look at that to make sure that I'm still on the right side of the trend. Even though I'm looking at the 1 minute chart and it looks like it's popping here, when I look at that 15-minute chart, it still shows that I've got a little confirmation that I'm on the right side of the trend, and some of my other indicators are pointing that way as well. But the market seems to keep going higher here, and we're a little bit like a salmon. Now we're down a few $100, but it's not showing us that it's, with the volume that it's doing, that it's really convinced that it's going to go higher. And if it gets over that resistance level, I'd probably get out. Put a mental stop in there at that level where we had all that volume back at 5 minutes to 10 or quarter to 10. If it goes around 150, 170-ish, somewhere in there is what we're shooting for. Again, there's a big volume spike down candle about 3 candles ago. So that's the convincing one that we want to keep an eye out. I know there's one that's popping up here on the 2-minute chart, but it's not very convincing with volume. And if it doesn't go off that resistance level, I'm going to hang. Bouncing off the blue line. Now it's bouncing down through the red line to get that overhanging cliff pattern back that we had earlier. All right, now we're back in the green here. Nicely. The market's coming down a little bit too to kind of help it out. And that's kind of what we figured. We'd play that market spike up today and then do a counter trend bounce. It doesn't take much for Baidu to move. But the volume is increasing a little bit here today. And there we go. Now we're finally in the green over $1,000. So pretty close to getting our execution here. Okay. Yep, there it goes. It just touched it and executed that order. And I think we're up. It says over here about $1,200. Let's see, 10-10. Those are the trades. Okay, 10-11 is what today is. 10-10 was yesterday, so 10-11. And yeah, those are those four trades, 1,600 shares, right there. Not a bad day. $1,200 profit. Okay.